Feliz Navidad!
Merry Christmas, and thanks for tuning in to our updates. We just want to give you a quick overview of what happened in December and how we kind of ended up celebrating Christmas this year. It was really kind of sweet and special for us. We ended up kind of unplugging, per se, from society, not hiding under a rock or anything, but just what our expectations were for each other and how we wanted to spend Christmas Day. But leading up to Christmas, we had the idea in years past, we even continued to engage with our neighbors, and so I made some zucchini bread and we went around and passed it out to our neighbors, which really allows us to kind of knock on the door and have a reason, per se, to meet them. We have 3 new neighbors in our complex, and to get to know their names or see how we can pray for them or encourage the ones we already do know. And so that was just a really genuine, sweet time, and thankful for that, which then led to something that would follow later in Christmas Day. We did invite all of them, if they didn't have plans, to come on over to our apartment on Christmas Day from a series of time. And we invited everyone, and come maybe a few days before Christmas, we put notes on their doors to remind them. And come Christmas Day, we actually only had one neighbor come. One family, husband and wife, and a 2-month-old. And they stayed for the whole 2 hours, and so we just kind of got to know them a little bit and see how we can be praying for them and encourage them to join house church or to attend, and Lord willing, maybe something will come of that. So we're looking forward to that.
But it's really cool how the Lord only provided the people that He wanted to come. Just like a year and a half ago when we did the one outside in June, and only one person showed up, and that person, we have a pretty close relationship, and we continue to walk and meet. And so I just feel like God's going to use this one family that He brought that we'll be able to really connect with them at the heart level and encourage each other. So it's a huge, huge gift.
Yeah. And so for us, when we woke up Christmas morning, we decided not to necessarily get a tree this year, but to kind of focus it around the nativity. And we're fortunate to get a nativity when we were in Israel, and just to spend the time Christmas morning with Jesus, spending time in prayer, reading His Word, and listening to Him, instead of being rushed into having the pressure of maybe what the perfect gift is, or who am I going to get for this, instead of letting our presence be the present. And so then we just really had a peaceful and quiet morning, Christmas, and then we were able to celebrate dinner with my mom, and had a few friends join us as well. So thankful for my mom opening up her home and welcoming them in.
And for me, I actually this year asked not to get any presents, and also decided not to give any presents, because from our trip to Israel, what more could I give than what's already been given, which is Jesus, the flesh incarnate. The Word became flesh to dwell among us, and it's so incredible. So I couldn't give anything else that hasn't already been given. And by me doing that, I was a lot less stressed, or a lot, instead of feeling anxious or frantic about the season, it really was a really peaceful season, and I just got to stay present with Jesus and with Taylor, and really enjoy my family when we still had family time and all gathered together. I just was so thankful for that. So, yeah, it was a great blessing to me.
Yeah.
And then one other cool thing that we do in the month of December that I think is really fun is we've turned it into a finance game to stay within the budget, which means sometimes not going to the grocery store and getting creative with the food that you have in your cupboard so that we can stay in our budget. And that's just one way that we get creative, and I just think that's so fun. So the Lord has grown me in that area, so praise God.
Yeah. So that's just a quick highlight of what happened for us in December and how we celebrated Christmas. And if you have a story you want to share, please email us, and we'd love to kind of praise God along with some blessings that He provided in 2018. And as we begin to reflect what He did, write down what some of your blessings were. There were so many.
One last thing for us to do before 2019 is to go over all the blessings that we've been keeping track of for the whole year and be reminded of God's faithfulness in our lives.
Yeah. Amen. So thanks again for tuning in, for watching and listening, and give us a like. I don't know, I thought I'd try it. Okay,
No.
bye.
Merry Christmas.